Hey ladies. Happy Sunday, y'all. Hey Michael.
Do you want to play this, anybody? You want to do a song with me? You do a song with me? Okay, I'll do William Tell. Okay, let me turn up. Just go dun, dun, like go like that fast, like boom, boom. Like this. I'll do. Just start going, yeah. Yeah, yeah. One. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Now we give it. There you go. Well, you have one. Oh.
You do. I have one. You
Yeah, I'll do it later. Yeah, you can keep it. When the pedal turned on.
We got Flick for Freedom. Flick it for freedom.
What next? No? No? I've done them already. I'll do them again. Rose again. I've done that. I did that. God bless you, is that it?
Hey, Patriots. Thanks, Steve.
We good?
Thanks, Katie. Thanks,
Good.
Rebecca. Festive. On day 601.
Oh, my goodness. No.
That's right.
Are we about to start or play a little more?
Play a little more.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe one more song and then we'll pray.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, no rush. And we could take our time and cover all the details.
I just like country roads. I don't know why.
Forget it's Flicking for Freedom tonight.
Yeah, don't be forgetting to flick it for freedom.
Hey.
All right, guys, let's get some Jesus.
You're the first part, I appreciate
All right, today is Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday represents the day of the celebration of victory that Jesus entered. And the purpose of Hosanna, rest of those who comes in the name of God. Father, we gather here in one that your blessing will flow abundantly to us and through us to our patrons, that you will bless them wherever they go and bless their families on this day. And we celebrate the victory that Jesus began on this day. His victory over death, over the darkness, and brought in the light. So Father, today we also stand here to bring hope for our patrons and for their families and for all those who put their trust in you, in your Father, and in His Son Jesus. We ask and pray for your protection over us and for your guidance for the days ahead. In this year, 2024, we will see victories, and we will see justice done. And your people who have been called by your name will be free. We thank you, we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, it is day 601. That's right, and here we are. I want everyone to go to 4Ashli. Really try to get here in DC for April 16th for the argument, the 1512C2. It will have implications for hundreds of Jan 6 cases, and it could really be a huge win. So we need to be in prayer and solidarity for that. So let's listen to music.
I didn't know if you were playing or am I playing. You want to play?
Yeah, no, if you play something.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't know, when's the next song?
It's some Patriots party. That living man version. It's some Patriots party.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally understand. Do you want some hand warmers?
I got some.
Oh, okay.
Real Mac and gang invited.
Yeah.
Were there other calls
They started like around 7:45.
I didn't even realize. Okay, what did we realize? Oh, okay, we got this one.
Yeah,
That's not enough.
If he says that's what I want to play with this song.
Yeah, just did it soon.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
As long as not be bad, we can do anything. I don't want to crank it up, cut out.
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
Yeah, maybe. No, that's great for playing
Jamie.
Yeah. You don't want a real war, you better get back. I ain't a South Christian, yeah, I'm riding with the click clack. 2021 exposing fakes, that's a big fact. It's wartime, forget the court time. I ain't with that. I'm tired of hearing politicians ramble. Got a lot of words, but all that I can hear is babble. Told y'all the truth, and now we're dusting up the sandals. Man, I promise all these rhinos gonna do it in like Daniel, okay? It's a Patriot party, no haters allowed. I know women who are tougher than the fakes in the crowd. Any man in a dress, just know we taking you down. We won't stand for the mess, and we just making our rounds. If you in the middle, bro, you better pick a side. Either you're right or you're wrong, man. This is the divide. I'm a certain guy, can't wait to be in the sky. Till then, join the men, it's a Patriot vibe.
Yeah, do that.
And we picking God fresh out this our Patriots party. Only playing mega music, we don't listen to Cardi. And they say they won't war, well then let's get it started. Real mega gang invited, it's a Patriots party. And we picking God fresh out this our Patriots party. Only playing mega music, we don't listen to Cardi. And they say they won't war, well then let's get it started. Real Patriots never take no L before you take my life. Why sit in the cell? I was on that concrete at the top of the hill. Sing it all for my country boys, stopping the still. Freedom gon' ring as that chopper gon' blast. You should never count us out, real Patriots gon' last. Dedicated to the fullest, so my brother catch a bullet. We got, bury me with my gun. Mike Pence out, America's biggest traitor. How you turn your back on your nation, Trump's biggest hater. United we stand, but Biden we fall. Gang, you know I'm rocking with y'all. Martial law, call the truth, the people want the truth. Did it all for my country, boy, that red, white, and blue. Democrats, yeah, we know they cheated us out. Biden never be my president.
So how's everyone doing tonight? Did y'all go to church this morning?
Patriot party. And we picking God fresh out this our Patriot party. Only playing mega music, we don't listen to Cardi. And they say they won't war, well then let's get it started.
Hey, Toph, you a seller, you a quitter. Give up on your people, sold it to the highest bidder. Disrespect your own race to become a public figure. The raps you be making ain't nothing more than some litter.
Somebody out
Tell me where you find the nerve. Protected all your freedoms during the years that I served. When your right to haven, which is covered by the first. God, family, country, those are things that I can serve. Yeah, it's a Patriot party and the land of the free, but y'all don't celebrate hardly. Like a train from the east and in the west we departed.
Me too.
God told Patriot, God fearing Patriot, love for America, and I catch a lot of hate for you. I just wanna pray for
Oh, thank you for posting that, Trina.
Kimberly. Hi, Ron.
Oh, nice. 4,000 eggs. That's a lot.
It's the end of the world as we know it. I'm stuck in the middle.
From New Jersey.
I'm not sure.
Virginia.
I can't be positive. I was missing my home church, so I did online church in Katy, Texas this morning. Oh, wow. Well, I think that's just fruits of your labor.
Hey, 601. Continuous. Jason, political, my Hi, Jeffrey.
It does. I typically do my candy shopping right after the holiday, and then, well, the candy that I want to eat, obviously. But I always buy a little extra, and then, well, I used to do this. My kids are older now, so they don't like to do fun stuff with me anymore, but when they were younger, I would always save a little bit of candy from each holiday, and then at Christmas time, we would make these amazingly huge Candy Village scenes. With all of the different candies from all of the different holidays. It was really kind of fun.
Shelly, I keep asking.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hi, Taylor.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're good. How are you?
Oh, I am doing excellent. Today has been a great day here inside of the pumpkin patch. Every day I wake up and I talk to a couple of the other inmates, and every day you wake up and you're just like, man, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe life led to this. This is such a wild experience. But no, today was a really good day. I actually wanted to say thank you to whoever sent me the books, Conversations with God, the 3-part series. I think it was Friday morning. I woke up to a knock on my door, and it was the book lady. She was delivering books, and she handed me the books. I was like, these are not the books that I have waiting. I know I've got 3 or 4 books that I'm aware of that are down to waiting to be delivered. She handed me this different set of books that I wasn't expecting, and it's a 3-part series. 3 books. Oh my goodness! Am I going to have time to read these? And I cracked them open, and oh my goodness, these are the greatest books.
Yes.
They're right up there with Atlas Shrugged. I got through the first volume. I'm about halfway through the second volume, and I really appreciate it. So whoever sent those books, I don't know who did. Doesn't say who sent them. That doesn't tell us. But thank you. I'm assuming it's somebody that's probably listening. Thank you for sending me those books. Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Very, very good books. Very much enjoying them.
Awesome.
Yeah. There's just so many little things that happen in here that I think we have a lot to be grateful for. And I actually wrote today a little prayer of gratitude, and I wanted to share that with you guys.
Absolutely. Please do.
I am grateful to have been incarcerated the last 4 months. I'm grateful to have learned the lessons I have learned, to have seen firsthand how the judicial process is, and experience the life of an inmate is invaluable to me to have compassion on others who go through the same experience. I am grateful for the people I have met, the burdens we have shared, and the opportunity to lift each other up. I am grateful for my freedom that I found while locked inside a box. I am grateful to have had the opportunity to endure this time with honor and to remember who I truly am. I am grateful for the guards who do their job with compassion. I am grateful for facilities like this that function to keep certain people apart from society. I am grateful that this time was not forever. I am grateful that my family relationships got stronger and opportunities presented themselves that otherwise wouldn't have happened. I'm grateful that this experience led to a nonprofit, Left Behind and Without, that will bless the lives of children with incarcerated parents. I am glad to have been made stronger and a better man through this experience. I'm excited for what the future holds. I'm grateful for what has been. Not sure I would trade this experience for another now that I have passed through it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot that we can complain about. We surely do, but there's also a lot for us to be grateful for. And one of the things I'm also grateful for that I should have included in there is for the inmates that were here before us. The inmates that were here, especially early in 2021 and beyond, who suffered through months of lockdowns, suffered through denial of, haircuts, denial of nail clippers, denial of visitation, and all sorts of things. I mean, when you talk to a few of the guys that I've met that were here in the early days, we truly have a much different experience than they had originally. And those early guys that were here, they really suffered a lot. They went through a really difficult time, and I'm really grateful that they stood tall. This jail, on a whole, has been made a better place because the January 6th defendants came through here. And that is a real testament to the caliber of people that have come through here. Nobody's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that this has caused changes is, I think, a net positive and a good thing overall. And I really appreciate that. You guys holding Vigil, are we at 600 days yet? Is it 600 days? Did it just pass, or is it coming up? When?
Today is day 601.
Is that what you want me to do?
601. So yesterday was day 600. 600 days you guys have stood Vigil with the January 6ers. And, you guys have shined a light on the system, both the good, bad, and the ugly, and it's something that we really have to be grateful for. I can't think of another time in United States history where the system has had such a highlight, right? Where literally a day-to-day documentation has been happening of what's going inside of a jail pod. This is absolutely incredible. This is a piece of history. It doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. As someone who studied in college political history, we would study the journals of prisoners that's, in different camps. And we would study, little information we had of people who went through certain historical events. And the January 6th event and the prosecutions that have followed are a historical event. No matter what side of the political spectrum you are on, I promise there will be political science majors, there will be historians that in 30, 40, and 50 years are going to study the nightly conversations that are had on this vigil. It's just the way it's going to be. Just like we look back on the civil rights movement and we look at the journals and the things that were written by the people that were incarcerated for the civil rights movement, and all the different things that have happened. This is such a blessing to have this vigil night after night and to record the comings and goings, the struggles, the triumphs of a jail pod. Even if you take out the January 6th element, this is a window into something that has probably, been relegated to simply inmate journals. But to be able to have this broadcast to the masses night after night, this cannot be understated. This could not be understated how big of a deal this is, and how throughout time this is going to be looked at to go, what does a snapshot of 2 years of prison life, of jail life look like? Well, you've got 4 people every night who got on and told you what happened inside of a pod at the DC Department of Corrections. This is an incredible feat. So to be very thankful for the data that's been collected. So, regardless of what side of the political aisle you sit on, it's a very important thing. It's a very good thing. Changes in the system have happened already in real time, and over time, as these things get studied, there's more changes that are going to happen. because over time, the compound interest of the daily themes of what goes on is the only way you can improve something is to track it. And you guys have put it out to the world in real time. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Thanks, Taylor.
Well, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate that. I mean, we all do.
No, thank you. Thank you. You can't. I honestly, I many times have just sat in awe of what is happening around me with this entire experience. I mean, like I said, this is a part of history. So it's really incredible, and I'm grateful for my little tiny part in it as well.
Yeah, I often think about how much better it is for you guys than it was in the beginning, when these guys didn't have any support. Nobody was talking about them. Nobody was allowed to support them in public or in private. I mean, they're just, there were no organizations, there was no vigil, there was nothing. And they were in solitary confinement for 23 or 24 hours a day. And like you said, no haircuts, no fingernail clippers, no visitation, no nothing. And go ahead.
It's stunning. Every inmate that comes through here has to go through holding, and the time in holding ranges from the shortest I've ever seen, I think, was 4 days. We've had one person that came in here that spent, 2 people that I know of that came with 14 days in solitary confinement before they came here. And that experience is so jarring. When I hear the guys who were here originally that went through this in 4 months to a year chunk of time, with no vigil, with no visitation, with with very limited phone privileges. I'm just stunned that took place. And yes, the things have improved. They improved because those guys learned the law. They followed the process. They filed grievances. They performed civil disobedience within the jail by banding together and doing different things. My hat goes off to those people. I owe them a huge debt of gratitude. And, yes, the conditions are much better. It's still jail. This is still not an experience I would wish on even my enemies. But at the same time, it is hard to imagine how those guys went through it. It was tough. It was very, very difficult. Those pretrial detainees that were held in essentially solitary confinement for 14 months while they waited for universal discovery to be produced. Things like that. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable the experience they had. And, here we are. It gets cold for a night or two, and we're able to get the word out, and we get blankets. Those guys couldn't even get haircuts. So it really is. We've come a long ways. And again, this is the American justice system. This is the American prison system, right? And one of the things that we can really be grateful for is that it does have the ability to self-correct. When people who can make moral decisions get involved, then you can fix the problems, right? And that's what it took. It took somebody, some way, somehow going, hey, that's not right. And they were in a position of authority. It took enough clamoring of the people, the family members, the inmates themselves to finally raise awareness to what they were going through. And you guys on this visual, you guys are doing this in real time, and it makes a big difference. Like I said, it was cold. I'm sure there's a lot of jails across the country that are cold and they can't get the word out. They might complain in a letter, they might make a phone call home, but it doesn't rise to the level of having snap inspections by marshals, and next thing you know, we're getting brand new blankets. It seems like such a petty thing, but you don't understand what it's like to be locked in a box and freezing, right? So, there's no point in punishment for that. The punishment is being separated from your family, not being relegated to Siberia, right? So these are small things that you guys on this vigil have made a big difference. You listeners at home, they continue to raise awareness and raise the issues with our legislatures and our congressmen. This is a big deal. What happens to a January 6th person can happen to anybody who's found guilty of any crime, or even not even found guilty, simply charged with a crime, right? Half the guys in here are pre-trial detainees. They're allegedly innocent until proven guilty, but yet they're in here going through it just like the guys that are convicts. So, this could happen to you. You could find yourself at the wrong end of the crosswalk one day and, being charged with some manslaughter charges and held without bond. You don't know, right? If it happens to one, it can happen to all. You can't just assume that it won't happen to you. I never in a million years thought that I would ever find myself inside of the jail. I built a jail once and never thought I would be inside of one, you know, as an inmate. So yes, it makes a really big difference, and that's why I say historians are going to study this little period of time, regardless of what side of the political aisle you are on.